Welcome to New York. Version 2.0.
Crysis 3 is a stunningly gorgeous game for those with a PC powerful enough to run it.
One big sweaty armpit.
The chief executive of Crytek has boldly stated that nothing will beat Crysis 3 graphically for at least 2 years. He may be right, but did his team make a good game? You take the role of Prophet, a major character from the first 2 Crysis games, who last we saw assimilating with Alcatraz and the nanosuit in Crysis 2. It's been over 20 years since the events of the last game, and the alien Ceph invaders have been pacified. The mega-corporation Cell has become a tyrannical dictatorship, controlling the world's power and resources. Together with his former Raptor teammate, the aptly named Psycho, and an underground resistance, Prophet must end Cell's stranglehold on Earth, and in doing so, save all of humanity from another Ceph invasion. Prophet is a predator hunting his prey. The nanosuit allows him to run faster and jump higher than his foes, as well as hide in plain sight or even become a walking tank. The stealth mechanics of the first 2 games see an upgrade in the form of a high-energy bow. It allows Prophet to kill quickly and silently, all the while remaining cloaked. It's a powerful one-shot kill weapon that has limited ammo but incredible power. In theory, Crysis 3 gives players the option to play with a variety of styles, from stealthy to guns a-blazing. But the reality is the stealth mechanics are underdeveloped. There is no ability to use cover or hide bodies, and more enemies can arrive even after an encounter is properly and thoroughly scouted before engaging. The game tends to devolve into a series of marking targets, cloaking, and hoping to get at least a few kills before the hits the fan. I attempted to play the game in full stealth mode and only successfully beat 2 encounters without being found out. This isn't a game-ruining fact, however, as the action when everyone goes weapons-free is fast, fluid, and most of all fun. There are dozens of weapons to use throughout the game, and although several of them can feel similar to one another, most are moddable and adjust to your style of play, be it long-scoped single-bullet headshots or up-close and personal full auto. The plot is typical save-the-planet sci-fi schlock, but is at least cohesive enough to follow. Those who didn't play the first 2 games will miss much of the nuance, however. The voice acting is decent, if a little heavy-handed.
Cell are toying with powers they can't begin to understand. Whatever they're doing, it's going to bring about the end of the world. We have to shut them down.
Right, we do.
And not enough praise can be heaped on the graphics. Even on the lowest settings, the game is amazing to look at. The single-player campaign is meaty enough at around 8 to 10 hours, and there are dozens of data pads in each level to pick up that add some depth to the story, though they aren't all worth the trouble. The multiplayer offers your standard array of modes such as deathmatch and base capture, complete with XP and perks that allow you to upgrade your weapons and your nanosuit abilities. But the mode that differentiates Crysis is Hunter, where 2 cloaked players, armed with only a bow, stalk heavily armed soldier players. The mode certainly isn't revolutionary, but it is a great take on the zombie-infected concept that puts the hunting theme of Crysis on full display. Crysis 3 may be the graphical benchmark Crytek set out to create, but it falls short of being a new benchmark in first-person shooters. It does more things right than wrong, and the multiplayer is serviceable enough to keep players coming back, at least until the next Call of Duty ships. It would be selling the game short to call it Crysis 2 with a bow and arrow, but it's difficult not to notice the similarities in gameplay between Crysis 2 and 3. If you've enjoyed what Crysis has had to offer so far, don't hesitate to pick this one up.